Alrighty, so I kind of wanted to showcase this particular case because one of our favorite patient, Victor here, just came back for something completely unrelated to what we originally met him 3 years ago when he came in with a almost complete tear of his Achilles tendon, and almost a 75 to 80% Achilles tendon tear. He's an avid runner. He's going to tell us his age in a little bit. I'm going to let him do that because I don't want to say it myself. But he couldn't do what he wanted to do, which is run and be active. We ended up performing a high concentration of mesenchymal stem cells derived from his bone marrow and very concentrated PRP in his Achilles tendon. And he's still, just to share your story now, because it's been 3 years now since we did the procedure, and he's still able to do what he wants. So it's a testament to a couple of things that I really wanted to showcase.
George, my pleasure. I'm Vic Benetti. In June, I'll be 78 years old. I've been running 53 years. 3 years ago, I tore my Achilles tendon. I was very concerned because running for me is half mental and half physical. I've gone to George right before that, and I figured with his credentials and we seem to get along, I'd give it a try. George looked at my Achilles and decided it was a pretty severe tear. At that point, George, you suggested stem cell. And I said, George, have you ever treated anyone 73 years old with stem cell and it didn't work? And he said, no, I've never treated a runner with a severe Achilles injury at that age, but I think it'll work. The bottom line is it didn't just work. It worked supremely. So here I am, almost 78 years old. My Achilles doesn't bother me. I'm very happy. I run on the beach. Don't ask me how slow, but it keeps my mind straight and my body. And I can't thank you enough.
Always. So cases like that kind of, it helps us showcase that every patient is different. A lot of them say, well, sometimes running might not be the best, but that's not always accurate. What he wanted to do, his passion was to run, so we were going to help him get to what he wanted to do. And yes, despite his age, despite the severity of his injuries, we were able to sometimes get him back to 100%. We don't always get this type of outcomes, but sometimes we do. And when we do, we always get extremely excited. I was able to scan him, and when I looked at his new Achilles tendon, this is today. I don't have the old images because it was in the old system, but his Achilles tendon is essentially back to normal. He had a almost complete tear. What was left before we treated him was only a partial fibers of the mid substance of the Achilles tendon. So right now, not only is it functionally back to running 20 miles a week with no pain, no limitation at the same speed as it was 5 years ago, which is almost unheard of. Sonographically and imaging wise, the Achilles tendon looks back to normal. So thank you for sharing your story, and we're going to keep you going until you want to.
And I would say to George and his patient, George is a great doctor and a better person.
Thank you. All right, thank you.